Hey guys, so glad that you were here. Uh, Thank you, Gail, for coming, and Lola and Jeanette. How is everybody doing? Today I am going to be doing a card using this stamp set, Enjoy the Moment. Thanks, Jeanette. I love it. She already pressed the like button, so hopefully she still likes it at the end. But this is a stamp set we got for free from Stampin' Up! For being a demonstrator and attending one of their functions. And I am so excited that I absolutely love it and that I get to use it. And hopefully you guys will love it too. So I am going to go ahead and start. Hey, Pat. We are going to be maybe a little longer today because one of the cards is a lot of masking. So if you haven't masked before, then you're in for a treat. Okay, so we are going to start with Cherry Cobbler 8.5 by 5.5, and a piece of white that is 5 1/4 by 4, a piece of black that's 3 3/4 square, a piece of white that is 3 5/8 square. Then we have some little doodads that I've already cut up, but I'm going to stick aside for right now. And another piece of Cherry Cobbler that is 5 by 3 3/4, and it's been run through the painted texture folder. Look at how cool this folder is. I absolutely love it. Okay, so we're also going to be using some of the gingham bumblebee ribbon and the holiday rhinestones, which I absolutely adore. I know that they've had it for 2 years. If they don't come back with this one, I hope they come back with one like it because I absolutely love it. Okay, so let's get started. What I'm going to do is take my white squared piece here, and I am going to come in with my stitched circle. It's not the smallest, but the next size. And I'm going to put it here in the middle. And I just, that folder is so much fun. It really makes me happy. Not much Stampin' Up! Does that doesn't make me happy. All right, so I'm just drawing a circle because, as you can tell, we have this over it, and I just kind of want to get an idea of where to put my stuff. So I'm going to start off with Mango Melody, and I know that I've told you guys this before, but this is my favorite yellow. You just can't beat Mango Melody. Hey, Steph. I am so excited you got your card so quickly. Now I'm not so afraid to send them out around the country or the world, because I know that at least if it got to you, it can get to everybody, right? And in less than a week. That's just unheard of. All right, so I might add, well, let's add one more. See, this is, my dog is upstairs. I took him upstairs because I did not want him barking, and he's up there barking, but at least he's not down here. All right, then we're going to do Cherry Cobbler, and I'm going to do this. It's kind of, I don't know what you'd call that, a closed flower. And I'm just going to, and we just have to kind of fill in these areas and hopefully get them out far enough because I don't want it to not be seen. Let's just do 3 now that I've already inked it. And I'm going to come in with my Wink of Stella while that is still wet because I want to drag the Cherry Cobbler on top. And it makes it sparkly. It just looks not right if it's not colored in. Plus, we get the extra perk of the sparkles. So it's kind of like a blender pen. You just want to clean it off on a scrap piece of paper before you move on to a different color. All right, so we have that. Now we're going to bring in Old Olive for the leaves. And like I said, I'm going to try to get it to where I fill it in. And it doesn't look like I can get another green one in there. I'm just going to put one right there. What do you think? Let's do one more. All right. I know it doesn't look quite, this looks really ugly in here. Okay, now we went ahead, I did, and stamped Enjoy the Moment, which is from this stamp set. And I also want to bring in the stamp, where's this one, and stamp off so that I can have just a little pretty thing underneath the same. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this in, stamp it off so it's not so bright. And there. I just love those kind of little touches. Hey, Jenna, it's been a while. Do you think you might win today? I love that you guys keep winning. All right, and then I did a layering circle that matches this that goes right behind it. Now in my sample, this is what I do all the time. I used early espresso, but after I was done, I'm like, that doesn't pop enough. So now I'm going to black because black is my #1 color to go to where I know that it's gonna pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some adhesive on here. And put it right here. Yes, make sure you guys like the video if you don't mind. I know I missed you, Jenna. And then we're going to put this here. See how it covers up everything? Now I had this going out a little bit far, but I don't, does it look bad? Maybe we need to put something back over here to make it come out a little bit more. Let's try that. I might mess it up, but it needs to have a little bit of balance. So I'm going to bring this and make it come out. Just so that it, let's see. That's okay. It's not quite a circle, but that's all that matters. All right, so now I'm going to come in because I can't leave things alone. I am going to color my ribbon with the Mango Melody dark because I want it to really be bright. And I love that they go together. All right. So I'm just going to cut this because we're going to add it to the back of this. No, I want it up higher, up here, right here. All right, so I'm going to fold this in and have it, yeah, I like it like that. All right, and since I've got tape there, I need tape on this side too so that it will stick on the other side. There we go. Love it. All right, let's move that back. I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on. And I always go over my ribbon. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to do that. My numbers haven't been going up as much as they used to, but I think it's just because I'm doing more lives. All right. And we are going to have our Stampin' Besties get together on Saturday, where those that signed up get to come to the exclusive Zoom class for that. And what is fun is that I have just put out 2 new videos on the site that are just for the people that are on that site. All right, so now I'm going to layer it with the black. Do you already see how that looks better than brown? Just black is awesome. And the cat hair is extra. I'll just All right. Yeah, black looks so much nicer. Okay, so we already have that. We're going to go ahead and put it on to this part right here with dimensionals. So Jenna, is your son home already? I don't know how long he went. Did he even go on his training or whatever? I don't know what the official word is. Because of COVID, did they have to come home? I've been wondering about that. Yay! I miss kids when they're not home. Kimmy's visiting. She's leaving tomorrow, and she's already complaining that we didn't have very many home-cooked meals for her while she was here. But we did. I made enchiladas. Like, that is our big thing. And I don't know why she's complaining about that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this. We did have pizza last night. She's not a big pizza girl, so she probably wasn't happy about that. But you know what? We can't just cater all the time to everything that they want. She'd like to think so. All right, so hopefully this isn't going to be too wet. I love the way this looks. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the middle. This was a fun card. I love these colors. I'm hoping I'm not the only one that thinks Mango Melody is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and run adhesive along the back of that so I can get it to stick for good. Yes, I laid it flat. All right, before I put that on, let's score this. That would be a good thing. So I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. And I was noticing, I think it's this one. It might be the other one. Yeah, see, big old boo-boo on there. Don't know how that happened, but it doesn't matter because we're going to cover it up. And isn't that pretty? All right, so then I die cut because it needed something at the bottom. Friend from the Well Wishes, I think, and the one that I die cut for myself, I didn't put sticky on. I die cut one for Pat the other day, and it had sticky on it. I like the blues and greens too. This is the only yellow that I like, and I don't understand why I have a problem with yellow. I just don't use it. And I use, well, I like obviously reds and blacks. I do like the greens. Let's hope this sticks because we're going to be putting it on ribbon and here. But look at how much more that really stands out. And that's not quite straight. But let me show you the other one again. I put, oh, it's right here. Do you see? It just really, the black looks really good. All right, so I'm going to come in with my holiday rhinestones. We are going to dot our eye on Friend with a rhinestone because it just needs one. Then we're going to do a big red one, which is cherry cobbler, I think. And then a yellow one, which I think could be, I haven't looked, but it looks good to me. Then I'm going to do a big yellow one. It looks to me like it's part of the Mango Melody, but I could be wrong. All right, and then I'm going to do a small one of the cherry cobbler. Okay, so then, isn't that pretty? So whoever wins, you have to decide on this one or the next one. So let's do the inside. And that has, I have to look because I forgot. Okay. That has my Mango Melody in it again. And I'm just going to do the corner here. But do you see how pretty that is? It's got such a pretty color. It's kind of an orangish yellow. So I don't know that I can really call it yellow. All right. So and then I'm going to do Happy Birthday in Cherry Cobbler. Thank you, Jenna. Hopefully this is going to be straight because I can't get my head up there. Hey, not bad. All right, so let's go ahead and put adhesive on here. All right, let me show you something that Pat showed me, if I can find my little thing. And I can't. Well, it was here just a second ago. If you have your, what's it called, Pat? The silicone craft sheet, there, I remembered. You can run this along that and it automatically starts it up again. So you don't have to keep putting your fingers on it. Okay, so there's one done. Beautiful. All right, now we're going to move on to the second card. And that one, I'm going to switch that up a little bit too. This is all just one layer. No, nothing on there but what I stamped and then on the inside. So what did I stamped this onto the seaside spray, and it looks really pretty, but then Pat did hers in white and I love how it popped better. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we need 2 pieces of 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside and the front. And then 1 piece that is 5 by 3 3/4. And then another piece of the cherry cobbler that goes here. So I'm going to go ahead and score this while I'm remembering at 4 1/4 again. Whoops. All right. So now we need the smaller one. We need to stamp this one first, because when you are doing layers, you have to take the foremost image, which is this one, because everything's supposed to be behind it. So this is the one you do first. So we're going to do that in Memento, because then we're going to color it. I was so excited to learn how to do this when I first started. All right, so we're going to do it right about there. Let me move it up just a little so you can see. Don't worry about this because we're going to make it darker and you won't even notice. All right, so to do masking, I need to cover this up, and I've got all these covers that I've stamped onto my tape that you know I love, and that will cover it up so that it'll look like it's behind it. So we want to kind of angle this stem so it kind of mimics this one, so we don't have more than one yucky stem. And then that. Now we're going to cover that up, just because when I go in to sponge for the water and stuff, we want that to be covered. All right, plus we're going to put in this one to the back, and that is in Old Olive. And that's also going to be somewhat behind because we want it to look like it's all on one thing, just in a nice picture. Okay, then we're going to bring in, I have to clean these because I'm going to come back with black and I don't want the yellow. I think I got it. And then let me bring in my sheet. Okay, let's do it here. And here. I know it doesn't look super pretty down here, but once we're done, you won't notice it as much. All right, so now I'm going to color these after the fact. I'm going to cover these up. So everything that I just did, we need to cover up. Hi, Cindy. Thank you for coming. Make sure you like the video, my page or whatever, so that I can get some credit and hopefully more people will find me. Okay, so I don't know why I did it for the stems because I don't think they really need it. So the hardest part is cutting these out. That's the part that is a little tedious. All right. There we go. All right, so now everything is covered. So we are going to lay this on so it's straight. We want it to be totally straight so that I know which lines to use. I'm going to come in with my tape, which is the removable labeling tape. This is the tape that I use for everything. That's what I used for all of this. I always stick it on my pants just to be on the safe side that it doesn't stick to the cardstock, but it still is very sticky. As you can tell, this has been used 3 times. So I want to put this so it is straight across. Can't have it be a weird horizon. And I'm going to do the bottom. And my hair, you guys, can you see the hair? All right, we'll leave it. Okay. So I'm going to use Early Espresso. Let's move this up a little so you can see. And we're going to do it very softly. I'm just getting off of some of the, see how it looks splotchy right there? You don't want that on here. And I'm just going to go sideways because then it kind of looks less splotchy. You just have to be careful of where you covered everything up. You can always come back in afterwards and fix anything that doesn't look right. You want it dark enough because I'm going to come in and do some embossing and I don't want that to not show up. Like I said, it doesn't matter if the stems are there because they're black, so they're not going to mess up anything. You could use the brushes, but when I'm doing this technique, I kind of like to use the sponge. Okay, let's move these and get under. Okay, so let's go ahead and move this and I'll fix those if I need to after. But we're going to turn this around and try to leave a teeny tiny part where you can see the brown so that you won't have a white line. Okay, so now we're going to come in with Pacific Point. I wanted it to look like water. All right. And again, I'm going to wipe a little bit off and then just go sideways. So I finally have my vaccination appointment. It's not until April 1st, but I have one. My husband's is on the 16th, which is my birthday. I think that's an awesome birthday present. I'm really hoping he can get in sooner because he has been not playing soccer forever. And that's why I got into stamping, because he was always playing soccer and I felt left out. So now I'm kind of hoping that he gets back into it so that I can even do more stamping. Okay, let me do a little bit more. I've almost got it to where I like it. All right, so let's take this off. Wow, it's really dark. All right. All right, now we get to take off all the things that we did. We covered up and reveal. And I'm going to stick them back on the inside of my case. See, I just put them on this side so then it's ready for the next time that I need it. And hopefully this will look good. Okay, not too much white. A little bit there, but that's not a big deal. All right. Now we get to color with blends. And I'm going to start with this one, the green. You don't have to be too precise because we're going to come in there with the darker too. This just makes it look more vibrant when you have it. And I'm just going to bring the green all the way down so it doesn't look too white. Okay, then I'm going to come in with a little bit of the dark and highlight the lines. Come up here to the top. A little bit too much because I had the blender pin part out, but that's okay. So like I said, if you guys didn't sign up for the first thing for the Stampin' Besties, there's still lots of time because we are going to do it every month. All right, so I'm going to do the light on the top and then I'll do the dark on the bottom. This is Cherry Cobbler. Look at how vibrant that looks when you have that on here. Okay, then the dark for the bottom. Now, I don't usually spend so much time coloring, so talk amongst yourselves. Tell me how your weather is. All right, then I'm going to come in with black and just make it look a little bit more rugged. And then I'll blend that in. Oh, while I have the black out, let's color these. I should be using the brush tip, but I'm not. So it's in the 70s today, which is really low 70s, but still. Then it's going to get cold again. My daughter lives in Minnesota and she's getting snowstorms. Crazy. All right, let's see. Did I did. Get the dark one. Yes. I want to get that black a little bit mixed in. Okay, now comes the good fun part. What is 26 centigrade? I have no idea. So I'm going to use my white chalk marker, and I am going to, what seems to work instead of coloring, because see how, I don't know that you can tell, but that looks a little dull. If you just tap it, it stays brighter. My tip. So I'm going to go over each hole because I want it to be white. Now, I got this idea from Cheryl Miller, and she didn't have the water background, but her stamping was almost the same. I probably changed the colors a little bit, but I really liked what she came up with, and it was so pretty, I decided to just change up a little bit. But I want to give her credit because it was so pretty. So you're just going to keep dotting until you get it all covered. And then the great thing is that this can be layered. So if it's not real bright yet, we're going to come back in and do more. And I'm going to do dots here. Okay, and then we are going to make water. Yvette, are you here? Oh, I'm like, Noemi, and that's my girl. Yay. See how this barely shows up? Excuse me. So you just keep going back over what you did. And because it's on blue, I don't know that you can see on here, it has a little bit where it sticks to it. Let me get my, where's my scrap paper? Oh, I'll just do it right here. You just want to wipe it off so that you get the white to be darker, because it will pick up a little bit of the color. Wipe a little bit more off. Hi, Yvette. I miss everyone. I hate not seeing people. Let's do one more right there. Oh, my paper's right here. See how I left a little white there? Or blue? That's because it picks it up. This is thicker than I'd like it to be, but all right. And then I'm going to do a white along the water. Clean it. See, I picked up a lot of the brown. Okay, what do you think? All right, now I'm going to put the lid back on if I can find it. Oh, it's on the other side. And then come in with Wink of Stella to make the white on the water look more sparkly. And then I'm going to dot these just because I think they should be sparkly. Everything should be sparkly in my world. All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and layer that. Oh, no, not yet. Almost forgot. We are going to, I just pushed it off the table. Trying to get it. Hold on. The Stamparatus is my favorite tool. And I'm going to put it right here. See if that's still lined up. Nope. Let's move it over just this way. And it needs to come down. See, everyone's going to be different because it depends on where you put your water. There we go. All right. So we want this to be white so that it stands out. So I'm using my Embossing Buddy, which you can use whatever kind of thing you have, any kind of powder or something from the dryer, you know, the dryer sheets. All right, so I'm going to do Versamark. Not sure you can see, but I'm going to do Versamark on here. Let me do it one more time. I want to make sure I got it. That's why you want the Stamparatus. All right. All right. That looks good. So now it's all straight. Put that away. Okay, now I can put it on the white. And it's unusual for me to put something on white instead of black, but I thought it popped more. Okay, do you see my tape? I know it's right here. Gail, where are you when I need you? It's right here. Found it. I haven't moved, so it couldn't have gone too far. So is that classes, Jeanette, for college or ones you're teaching? Oh, see, look how pretty that looks. I love it. Okay, now it's going to go onto here. No layers at all. Looks like layers. I'm reading what you're saying. Okay, so, oh, look at how pretty that is, especially this, it just really pops. Okay, so now for the inside, let me see what I did. Okay, so we're going to do this again with the Memento, and then we're going to color it. Let's okay. I am going to make this stem a little bit wider so it doesn't look so, it's going to kind of curve up there. There we go. There's always a fix. Okay, dark. So next month, just to let you know, I keep bringing it up, but I never finished what I was going to say. Next month for the Stampin' Besties Club, we are going to be doing the butterflies, and they are so pretty. And you get all that free product with it. Okay, and then we're just going to dot it again. I think white looks better than the black, so that's why I'm doing it. Okay, and then the sentiment, which is friendship is found in simple things. So you guys have to decide what card you want to get. If Gail or Pat wants to go ahead and do a drawing, I am now giving away 2 cards because I want to make sure that you guys are rewarded more often. So make sure you put in your talking if you're here so that she can put your name in. Okay. So let's get both cards. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so you guys get to decide which one that you want. And next week, I don't know what I'm going to use yet, but I'm excited about doing this every week. I'm enjoying it much better than I thought. Thank you, Cindy. So hopefully your name got in there. Did you already comment earlier? Because I want to make sure you get a chance. Okay. Thanks, Steph. Yvette, thank you. Jenna, you guys are so awesome. Hopefully you'll come back. Okay, good. And Lola. Lola's won twice. I think Jenna's won 3 times. Steph's won once. A couple at the very beginning never answered, so I don't know whether or not they go back and look. And I don't even know that I have the cards still. Okay, so the winners are Lola and Yvette. Yay! So I have 2 of each. So which ones do you guys want? And you know what I forgot on this one? I forgot to put this in on the side. Do you like it with or without? Now that I'm showing it to you, do you notice? So you got to tell me, which one do you like better? The one with these in the corner or without? I totally forgot. I wanted it to look like you like it like this one, Lola? Or you wanted the first card? You wanted this card? Okay. And Yvette wants this first card too. Okay. I think the brighter, I mean, look at the difference. That's because I did this on the Seaside spray or this one on Seaside, and then this one is on white, but it really makes a difference. Okay. So, you like it with, Gail? So hopefully you guys won't mind, or nobody will mind, but yeah, it's just a little bit different without it. Okay, so I will send you both out this card tomorrow, and I hope you come back next. You like it without, Pat? Hope you guys come back next week because I am really enjoying this, and I hope that you do too. And we will just keep doing this until we all get tired. Okay, we will talk to you soon. Oh, you like? Okay, thank you, Lola. And Gail likes it without. Okay, I like hearing that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thanks for coming.